Let's quickly bow in. Find the spot. And right. Also, hello, Shotokan Karate family. Welcome to this class. This is a very minimalistic class. We're doing nothing else, but only what we actually need for this class, only like the slightest technique or only the slightest movement that we need for our Vasa. We start on one leg. We use up where we put up the right knee and actually also take up our toes into the air, not like this, but like this. And hop around, bounce around on the left foot. Try to keep your right knee stable. Try to stay balanced. Yes. 10 more seconds. And slightly come down. Relax. And we change. So the left knee is up. And also like Hisageri. And all the time we lift our knee. We take up our toes into the air. And we bounce around on our right leg. And increase our calf muscles with this training. And warm up our feet. Try to keep the knee high. Minimal amount of movement here for the whole minimalistic class here today. 10 more seconds. And slowly come down into Shisentai. Very nice. We continue with calf raises. So we push ourselves up from the ground. Don't forget to breathe here. Yes. Start a little warm up from top to bottom. Neck warm up. We do some yes motions. And no motions. Try to keep breathing nicely here. And if you want, you can do some round motions. Be mindful here. Once I strained my neck like this, don't push too hard. Be nice to your body. It's the only one you have. We continue with shoulder rolls backwards. And slowly add elbows. And move over to arm swings. Every time you cross in front, you change which arm is in front, so we keep our mind engaged. Yes. And slowly stop and reverse direction. Yes. Very nice. We have the belly and the back region. But first, let's add bouncing hamstring stretch so we touch the ground or the ankles or how deep you want to go while we have straight legs. And then do the opposite movement. Find your own rhythm and pace. Just be mindful here. And nice. Gentle with your body. For many people, it's early morning. Maybe we have to warm up a bit more in the morning. And next time we come up to the side, over to the back, and the other side down. Round, nice movement, big circle with your hands. And once more. And the other way down. So reverse the direction here. And once more. And we stop at the bottom. Very nice. Slowly come up. Turn around, straighten your gi. Belly region, hands in your hips. Nice wide stance. And some hip body rolls. Welcome the new students, also the ones who don't feel like switching on their camera here. You're all welcome. And switch direction. Good. Now let's jog around and put up our knees high. And butt kickers, heels to glutes. And you may stay here in Sentai. Hands on your hips. And we move into a left Zenkutsu Dachi. So our left leg's in front. Shomen, our hips looking forward. And relax. Very minimal movement. Now we take a step forward into Zenkutsu Dachi. We stay low, nothing else. A very minimalistic class here today. Stay here, relax. If you want, you can put your arms out here, but it's not necessary for balance usually. And if you have time and space, take another step in front. Yes. We stretch out our muscles here. If you don't feel a stretch, maybe go deeper. Now push yourself back. Step back into Zenkutsu Dachi. Stay here. Push yourself back into another Zenkutsu Dachi. Front stance. And come together. Shisentai, Hajiji Dachi, Musubu Dachi, and Rei. Very minimalistic here today. Let's look at what is actually necessary for minimalistic movement. Let's move out into a left Zenkutsu Dachi again. Stretch here. Now let's start a step, but when in the middle, so when your feet are parallel, you stop. Now, feel down. Are your feet close to each other? Are they touching even? Are they parallel? You can also look down, but then look up again. Is your body balanced? Yes. Push yourself forward into Zenkutsu Dachi. Stay here. And same thing again. Come to the center. Your knees should be bent. Your body weight is low. And push yourself forward. The minimal movement to go forward is to stay low and to come through the center. Push yourself back to the center. And push yourself back into front stance. Backwards. Same thing again. Stay low. Yes. Push yourself back. When you push yourself back, make sure you still have like 60% of your body weight on your front foot, not less. Shouldn't push yourself back into a back stance. Good. Now, the high belts, you know what's coming. Look at my front foot here. When I move, I don't change the position of my front foot. I don't do this. I move like this, feet are parallel, and I move out. Exactly. And same thing again, to the center and out. Only at the end, my foot, which is the back foot after the step, turns out 30 or 45 degrees. And we push ourselves back to the center, feet are parallel. and back into Zenkutsu-dachi. Some of you may feel your legs, and again into Zenkutsu-dachi front stance backwards. Come back together, Shisentai, Tsubudachi, Rei, and Yoi. Relax, shake out your leg. So here today, with this minimalistic class, let's just try to focus on what's really necessary for the absolute minimal thing we need to do in order to have a nice step. This time I show from the side. Same thing as before. Tsubudachi, Rei, protocol, Yoi. Move forward into Zenkutsu-dachi. Nice, deep, long, wide Zenkutsu-dachi. Now we step through, but we don't move our front foot before we step. Front foot stays looking forward like this. Only at the last moment we push ourselves in front on the heel of our back foot. On the ball of our back foot, actually. And again, push ourselves front on the ball of our back foot. Yes. Same thing. Backwards. And if you look down and feel down, when you're in the middle, your feet should stay parallel. So right now we're like this. When you come back, you're like this, and then go out like this. When you go forward, this doesn't move. Come like this, and then you push yourself forward like this. Good. Let's come back. Parallel feet, and out. And Shisentai. Tsubudachi, Rei, Yoi. Shake it out. If you have any questions, then just unmute yourself and ask. Now is a good moment. Very nice. We switch up our direction and do the same thing from the other side. Stay low. We stay with bent knees all the time and push ourselves forward into Zenkutsu-dachi. Front foot looks forward. And push yourself forward. Front foot only, when it becomes the back foot, only at the end, it moves. We stay low. And we push ourselves forward into this minimalistic movement. And back. For the higher belts, work on the quality of your form, on your depth, on your width, on your length of the stance, and try to stay low with your head. I think it's more difficult when you go back. And Shisentai, come up. And once more from the front. From Shisentai, left in front. Showman, hips looking forward. Step through, foot only moves at the end. Push yourself forward on the ball of your foot. And push yourself through for a second step. Hips stay in showman all the time. Higher belts try to stay low as you can, even pushing back. Coming back together. And Rei, Yoi. Very nice. Shake it out while you prepare to show me what you got here. If you see yourself in the camera, then ideally make sure that I can see your feet, or at least your front foot when you move, so that I can see if you got my lesson for today. And prepare. And right, we're going to do simplistic, minimalistic stepping, 2 to 3 steps. Zenkutsu-dachi without moving anything that is not absolutely necessary. And hajime. Show me your step. Yes. Yes. You can move right through the middle. No need to stand and do a break in the middle. Yes. I like what I see here. I like what I see. Your front foot is planted on the ground and yummy, yummy. Shake it out again. If you want to really look deeply at the form, I loved what I saw here. You step out into Senku Dutch. Let me show you. Front foot looks forward, stays forward. Only now you push yourself on the ball of your foot. Now this front foot looks forward, you come back together, and only now you push yourself on the ball of your foot in front. Now, some little correction. When we go backwards, many of you, or some of you actually, what you did was, first, you put your body weight in front to get some momentum to get back. Let's try to get rid of this. This is a minimalistic class. Let's try to get rid of everything that is not absolutely necessary. No bouncing, no wobbling, no taking like something like this. No. Let's try to find a way to push ourselves back from the front leg and hitch. This is difficult. Try to get rid of this wobbling. And front. Front is easier. Push yourself in front. And knee. Again, backwards. What can you do? Push yourself back with the front foot. Push yourself back. This is hard. I know this is hard. It's the simplest thing, but it's hard. And front. Find your own speed here. Don't have to wait for me now. Find what your body needs right now, what your mind needs. If you're in a happy, energetic, excited mood, then find a great high speed. If you're tired from your long day, feeling more like relaxed, sitting in and thinking about your day, maybe sit down deep and only do a step from time to time. That's okay. So we focus on not wobbling around. And come up into Shisentai and Rei Yoi. Shake out your legs. Prepare to show me what you got again in front and back. 1 or 2 steps. And Yoi. Ready. Hajime! That is awesome. No wobbling around, really stable. Don't hit the wall behind you. I know the feeling. Good. Now let's look at something else. Really like how you actually incorporate what we train here today. Rei, Yoi. Let's look at the first impulse here. This impulse, this. Look at yourself in the camera if you can see yourself in the camera. If you can't, try to feel down. Make sure your body is always above your hips. So engage your core and stay balanced here. Many people, also some in this class, they move their hips first, so they become like a bit out of balance, and then push yourselves out again. Let's try to engage our core here and come to the center, come out again. Engage the core, try to stay balanced Try to stay vertical as possible, of course, all the time, without losing what we've already gained here in this training today. Feet like this, come together parallel, looking forward, pushing out on the ball of your foot. Don't wait for me. Continue your training. And focus on staying upright here. I look at myself too here. Focus on your belly muscles here. They help you stay balanced and vertical. And back into Shisentai. And Ray. And yoi. Shake it out, relax. Do whatever you need right now. For many people, it's hard coming. Look, if you look at this as me, my feet, coming out into a Zenkutsu Dachi like this, and then sinking down, taking the foot here and coming out. This is really hard. What they usually do is this, coming here through. But this is telegraphing. You show your opponent what you're going to do. You're actually going to step forward. We don't want to do this, and we want to get rid of everything that's not necessary. Stand on your left leg, grab your right foot, and turn it around and stretch it. Slowly or fast, depending what your body needs right now. We want to increase the flexibility and give some love to our joints here. Ankle joint. Come up and controlled foot, putting down the foot and grabbing the other one. And do the same here. Why are we doing this? For some people, it's an issue of flexibility. The point that I was just mentioning. So when we are in Zenkutsu Dachi and you have flexibility issues, then it's really hard to come forward and like this deep. So they move out of this uncomfortable situation by doing this. And we can help our flexibility by stretching. Let's go to a wall and stretch our calf and our foot joints. Let's do a dynamic stretch here. We're not at the end of the class here. Minimalistic class, we only look at stepping and getting rid of everything that's unnecessary. And switch. You know, it's not necessary to lose your balance when you step. It's not necessary to do like this and come out. It's more minimalistic to stay like this, vertical. Very nice. Good. The higher belts get bored. That is fine. Being bored is also an important part in your life. Let's move to Kokutsu Dachi. Kokutsu Dachi, back stance. The knee is bent a bit. You have 90 degrees between your feet and your heels align in a line. Higher belts, even further, even deeper. And move around by switching your front foot 90 degrees and changing your body weight and your torso back on the back foot. Front foot changes and putting your body weight on the new back foot. 15 seconds, hold. And switch. And 15 seconds hold. So if you looked closely at how I switched, I'm not really proud of that. We switch and we touch the ground first with the ball of our foot, not with the heel. We have to get in a controlled mood. And if we're in a fight, then it's always better. You don't know what's in the ground. It's always better to step on the ground first with the ball of your foot. And switch. If you can, go deeper, go wider. It's really easy to lose balance here, like to lean forward. We have to remind ourselves to stay upright. Our hips are like 30 or 45 degrees out towards the front. And once more, switch. Stay balanced. Stay upright. And push yourself forward in a nice controlled fashion. And break. And shake it out. Starting to sweat here. Good. Show me your Koku Tsudachi, please. Front stance. Yes. Very nice. Try to go a bit deeper. Bit wider. But stay back with your torso. It's called a back stance, so your torso weight is on the back of on the back foot. Yeah, many of you have to take a break from time to time. That is okay. Very nice. And yummy. Relax. Shake out your legs. And we get back to what we've done before and add a tsuki. Let's add an oitsuki. So we step in front from rei, yoi. We step in front and do an oitsuki. Senko Tsudachi stepping with oitsuki. And hajime, ich. Nice hikite. Step through, knee. Yes. If you have space, san. And yon. And backwards the whole thing. That's oitsuki, stepping in Senko Tsudachi backwards. Ich. Knee. Don't forget everything we trained before. Now we just add the tsuki, but everything that we've done with our feet and our lower body should stay the same. San. And a bit more speed and energy. Hitch. Knee. San. Backwards. Hitch. Knee. San. Yummy. Rei. Yoi. Shake it out. Think again. Change your angle. Oitsuki in Senko Tsudachi without telegraphing our stepping of our feet. From Shisentai into a left Senko Tsudachi and Oitsuki. Hajime! Ich! Knee! San! If you have space, yan! Backwards! Ich! Knee! San! Yan! Yummy, rei, and yoi. Show me what you've got. Show me your stepping and oitsuki. Prepare. Yoi. And hajime. Awesome, awesome. For some, it looks like if you would move on a conveyor belt. There, I don't see any movement of your head. That is really awesome. That is really awesome. Good. Let's add something for the higher belts so you don't have a bore out. Higher belts, if you're proficient in Kokutsu Dutch. We move from Shisentai in the left Zenkutsu Dutch, Oitsuki, and Manji-uke in Kokutsu Dutch. From here, we move out Zenkutsu Dutch, Oitsuki, Kokutsu Dutch, Manji-uke. Directly from here, again. And if you have space, same thing again. Turn around and yoi. Let's try it again. Show you from this side, from a slight angle. I start with my right leg this time to show you easier. Hitch. Zenkutsu Dutch, Oitsuki. Now Manji-uke in Kokutsu Dutch. So you push yourself back into a Kokutsu Dutch. And from here, you push yourself with the back leg in front into an Oitsuki. Zenkutsu Dutch. You push yourself back into a Manji-uke. Very nice. Good. Show me what you got here. Oitsuki, Manji-uke, and Hajime. Awesome, awesome. I like the synchronicity that you have. I like the synchronicity, really nice. Yummy! So what I see, synchronicity, your leg moves at the same time as your arms, and you stop the technique at the same time. Awesome. Very nice. Very minimalistic class here today. We move to a cool down and conditioning. Embrace yourself. Haven't really worked a lot with our arms here today. But don't worry, we'll do that in a second. Now we find a space. I have this part here of my window where I can put my arms and do some push-ups. Angle push-ups. Find a space, or maybe you have a couch or a chair. Find your number, find your speed, and hajime. Try to have your shoulders low. And yummy. Stretch your arms, your shoulders. And as promised, we haven't really looked at the core abdominal muscles on the ground for some sit-ups. This is a minimalistic class, so let's do minimalistic sit-ups. Choose your version. You can start with one version and leave away whatever you desire. And hajime. Work your muscles in your belly. I do minimalistic range here, but never get rid of the tension. Yeah, I hear you suffering at home. Give yourself a break if it's too hurtful. A couple of seconds, then try to add some more. Try to get rid of all the tension except for in your abdominal muscles. Five seconds. And directly push out your abdomen to the sky. Push up your hips. Relax the rest of your body. Your shoulders touch the ground. Your heels touch the ground. Relax everything that is not necessary for this movement to hold this stance, this position, this pose. And with each out breath, try to relax even more what is not necessary. I just felt my shoulders can get rid of some tension. My face, my cheeks, that's all not necessary for this movement. The only thing that has to work is my lower back and part of my thighs. Slowly put your hips on the ground. And slowly find the way up into Seiza. Sit on your heels. And Sensei. Tate. On your feet. Heels together. And right. Hus. Thank you, Shotokan Karate family, for joining me here in this very minimalistic class. We have people all around the world. An awesome feeling. I hope it was minimalistic enough for you. If you have time, stay in the Zoom class. We'll have a quick chat and look at what's coming next. Hus. Blessings to you and your family at home, and see you soon. Hus. All right. So we'll have like 2-minute break.